Hey, welcome to my channel, everybody. It is, what is it, Wednesday at 2:45 p.m. And I'm having more coffee. And I use some of that high protein premium or whatever it's called, the like dietary supplement, I guess, in chocolate to mix with it because, it's better for you than regular creamer, I think. Anyway, I'm making fried rice for dinner tonight, so I'm gonna take you along with me. So I can show you how I do that. I am, instead of using my Instant Pot, I'm gonna go ahead and do it in a pot, just a regular pot. And as soon as this comes to a boil, I'll turn it down, cover it, and it'll simmer for 20 minutes. And then when it's done, I'll take it out and put it on a cookie sheet so it can start to cool. Because when I make fried rice, I feel like the soy sauce absorbs better into the rice when it's cooler. It doesn't do it right when it's hot, as far as I'm concerned, but I'm not an expert. Your mileage may vary. Welcome to my channel if you're brand new, and welcome to my channel if you're not brand new. If you're not subscribed, I hope you'll consider that. I always like to meet new people. It's free. Just hit that bell icon and it'll let you know if I have another video. Okay, so this is going to boil. You don't have to watch it come to a boil because you know how a watched pot never boils. Yummy, yummy. It's ready to drink. I'm going to leave a spoon in it so it cools down a little bit because my husband tells me that's what happens. And I'm going to go look and get those pork chops out. They're leftover pork chops from 2 nights ago. And I'm going to chop them up into little bitty pieces. I see you. What? Looks like my bosoms were hanging a little low. I hope that's just, the curve of the pan. I wanted to show you my lid that I could, and then it turned into something weird. Okay, I can't make it see myself. Hi. After I cut the pork chops up, I'm going to put them aside and scramble these eggs because 6 eggs. I'm trying to make this be a hearty, lots of protein fried rice. I'm going to call one of the kids and tell them to bring home store-bought egg rolls. I feel so guilty because I have egg roll wrappers and I have the things to do it, but let it go. Let it go. So here we go. I've got a decent amount of pork chops like I thought I did, and I'm just cutting them up into little pieces because, fried rice is just supposed to be leftovers in rice with egg and some veggies, and that's what this will be. I did cut off some fat around the edges because I didn't want that in there. And now I'll show you. Oh, I'm going to add 2 cans of tiny shrimp to this too. It's not going to be a lot, it's just going to be for padding some more protein. All right, the rice has 14 minutes left, and I put it on 20, and I've got, like I said, 6 eggs here, and I'm just going to scramble them. I'm going to go off camera to do it really well because I don't want big chunks of yellow, and I want it to be all mixed. Then I'll fry it up in some oil and put some salt and some onion powder, and I don't know what else, whatever I feel like putting in it, and I'll set that aside, because that'll go in with the rice and the meat. I've got olive oil and butter in this for the eggs to give them some taste, I figure I may as well. And got them all beat up, put them in the pan. I've got the pan warmed. Don't waste any of that $7 carton eggs. You know what I mean? And then I'll just start taking care of it. Okay, so the onion and the salt are in here, and I'm just gonna cook it slowly. I don't have anything better to do right now because I still have 8 minutes on the rice, and then I've just cut up the meat while it cools down. The rice cools down, I'll cut up the meat and open the shrimp. I should tell you, I'm trying to do this kind of slow because I don't like browned eggs as much as just cooked. So I'll probably be the first one to go, bird flu, right? All right, the eggs are done. I'm going to put them in a bowl because they'll continue to cook after they're off the heat. So I don't want them browned too much. They'll get browned when I put them in with everything else. All right, let me get a little bit, there we go. The rice is done and it'll cool slowly. I usually put it on my huge cookie sheet. Both are in the dishwasher right now. So anyway, I've got this kind of soy sauce, but I've got it in the low sodium variety. And I just keep adding to this bottle because it fits nicely over there on the counter. And I call it my roundy round. It's got, you know, salt, pepper, hot sauce, soy sauce, toothpicks. Oh, I'm steaming you up. Sorry about that. Plot twist, I got a regular cookie sheet and put it in this because it wasn't cooling fast enough and I was afraid it was going to just mold into a clump and I wanted it to cool quicker. So there's both my good cookie sheets right now and I need to fill it the rest of the way and start it. Eggs are done and plated, and I opened up the first. I got to open up this one now. I miss my old-fashioned wall-mounted electric can opener so much, but there's no wall space here that I want to sacrifice, so I suppose I could put it out in the garage. That might not be a half bad idea because it's just off the kitchen. I've got the protein ready. The shrimp is in a dish draining because there's a lot of liquid in that canned shrimp and it's kind of mushy, but you won't be able to tell once it's in there. It'll just be shrimp flavor. And then there's the chopped pork chop, the eggs, and these are the veggies that I use in mine. You can use whatever veggies you want. I still have to do slice up a bunch of green onions, which in my opinion, gives all the flavor for fried rice. I love green onion in fried rice. So I'm going to do that now. So about that much, and we're going to use about that much because that's how much I had in my crisper drawer. There's no rules, no recipe. You're supposed to use what you have. It's to use up leftovers. All right, here we go. I've got the rice is cold, and so I'm going to put the meats and, well, the proteins and the veggies and the onions and everything all together and warm it up together now. Got the eggs, the pork chop, and the green onions in first. I'm going to put these in last because they're so delicate, and then these will go in as soon as the other three in the pan are warm. There we go. Just a few minutes, and these will be warm enough. All right, I'm going to gently fold in the shrimpies. Oops, one tried to stay behind. I'm going to put the phone down for this. I know I could put my phone on a stand, but I'm always too lazy to do that. Here's my cold rice and my low sodium soy sauce. Some people put other sauces in too, like oyster sauce or sesame oil or whatever. I just like soy sauce. And it looks like a lot, but it takes a bit. There we go. I'm gonna mix that all together. I just happen to have a rice paddle. Yeah, I better put you down. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know if everybody else does this, but I do it. I put a little sugar on it, and it's to help balance the saltiness. Yeah, I made that up. But it's also to help caramelize the rice so that it's more individual, like instead of clumpies. So that much. That was not a lot. That was probably less than a tablespoon. I'm going to have to get a bigger boat over there. I can't put the rice in with a pan that has everything else because that's all it's going to hold. I didn't want to have to use my biggest cast iron pot because it's a booger to wash, but I'm gonna. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put the rice in here with the oil and just get it mixed around in the oil, and then I'll add the other things to it, and we will call her good. Done. I've been thinking about the people in Southern California all day, and earlier I saw on Facebook that Ricki Lake, you know, she did the musical Shampoo, and then she also did, if you're old as me and you remember, China Beach. It was a series sort of like MASH, but based in Vietnam, which MASH was in Korea. So I'm going to let this warm up a little bit, like I said, caramelize some, and put this next part in. Right, it's done. I've got it turned off. I'll put the lid on it, and it'll just stay warm, and all be happy together. And so that is the end, and I hope that if you have never subscribed, you'll think about doing that for me. It makes me so happy to meet new people. Say hi if you feel comfortable, whether you subscribe or you don't. Comments are always appreciated. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.